Morning guys, I'm just going to run through a trade on the pound dollar using the snatch strategy that I took this morning. I got to the charts around this area, which was around 6:30 UK time. The levels are marked off. The red line is the short trigger level, the black line, obviously anything to the right of that, is the current live 4-hour data. So I marked off the short trigger level. With hindsight looking back, there was a bias change had set up previously with the high, low, lower high, lower low there. So anything below that level would have been the trade entry for me. With hindsight, I didn't see that at the time. I only noticed that after the trade had triggered about an hour or so later. But with hindsight, it probably worked out better for me because I got a slightly better entry. So what I did, coming to this point of the chart here, I started marking off the previous highs and lows. You can see the blue arrow is the low, the red arrow is a high. Then we had another swing low there, just moving through the charts, and then that was the high. So anything that would have come below this arrow as a previous low would have been treated as a bias change. We'll go through the charts. We can see I've got my short trigger level set up for if price does go below that low there. That indicates that there would be a trade set up. So we'll go through the charts. It looked like for a few bars there that price was going to go back up and maybe void by going above this red arrow on the screen there. Price turned back round, and we can see there that it's gone below the last swing low. So anything below there was my entry. So the trade actually triggered on this area, on this bar. So we had the green lines were my intraday targets, and the larger green lines here you can see on the charts are obviously my swing targets. I'm using a slightly different platform. I'm just trialing a version of NinjaTrader, which I'm trialing with a view to going live and using that as my permanent trading platform. So the indicators on the screen is just something that NinjaTrader puts on. We'll go back to the trade. We'll just keep scrolling through the charts. We can see that it fairly quickly went down and took out the first intraday target, at which point I moved my stop loss to 50%. Moved the stop loss to 50%, which was around that sort of area. So I carry on going through the charts. Price turn round. We can see that, even to my sort of untrained eye, we can see some form of range developing there, or you could possibly call it a flag or a triangle. I don't know what the technical term is, but you can clearly see there's some sort of range developing there. Price then quickly took out the stop level for the remaining two parts of the intraday trade. At this point still had the swing trade open because the stop loss was still at the original place. So we can move through the charts. See, time on the charts now is around 9 o'clock UK time at that bar there. Now because price hadn't got back up to the short trigger level, it hadn't set up another intraday entry for me, possibility. So at this point I've still only got the 3 swing targets open, with 15 points made on the intraday for the first target, and then there was 17.5 points thereabouts for the last 2 targets. So we bring the charts right up to date, so we can see where price is now. You can see it's still not got down to the first swing target, and with the start of the 10 o'clock bar there, we have new trade levels that are available for me. Price still hasn't triggered any new intraday trade, so I've still just got the swing target open, and as you can see, that's the live data coming through there, and that's where price is in relation to that. So we're going to see what the day brings with the last part of that, and hopefully it'll move down and take out at least the first swing target for me. If not, we'll see if it develops anything further.